Hi, this is Graham Cook, and I'd like to introduce you to a short experiential learning activity that has proved extremely popular due to the simplicity of its design and the power of the memorable learning it can produce. It's called Challenging Assumptions. As you might guess from this title, this is a problem-solving activity that challenges participants to try and stay open-minded in their approach, yet never fails to hold them to a pattern of behaviour based on an often unconscious assumption. Originally developed to be part of a creative thinking programme, it's since been packaged to be used by thousands of learners worldwide in groups of typically between 16 and 16 people. Learning objectives include exploring the nature of assumptions and their limiting effect, exploring some of the thinking skills that enable us to break old patterns and establish new ones, and exploring strategies for challenging individual thinking processes, but also to consider sensitive and positive ways of doing this in group situations. Each challenging assumptions activity is designed, like all RSVP design toolboxes, to be able to be facilitated without the need of trainer training or any type of licensing, or indeed the replacement of any consumable items. Each toolbox contains 4 puzzles, each of which contains 22 wooden painted puzzle pieces, and a complete facilitator's guide with instructions and suggested review questions. Challenging assumptions is ideally completed by small groups of 2 to 4 participants per puzzle seated around a table, and typically takes between 10 and 20 minutes to complete, depending on the ability of the group. The brief from the facilitator, as the pieces are tipped out in front of the working group, is simply to assemble all the puzzle pieces together. The group is encouraged to talk out loud about the problem-solving processes, but initially they will sort through the shapes, spreading them out to examine them, and so far, without fail in thousands of these situations, they will turn the pieces painted side up. As a desire to try and fit new learning into existing patterns is a fundamental part of adult learning, this assumption is no surprise. The paradigm of a jigsaw puzzle, or even the fact that only one side of a puzzle piece is painted and finished, is so strong that often groups and individuals don't even consciously note this first behavioural action in their problem-solving approach. The shapes of some of the pieces also lead participants to further support the jigsaw pattern hypothesis, placing large right-angled pieces at the corners. Even when participants discover or are encouraged to challenge their assumptions, the puzzle retains a final element that ensures that the group needs to continue with their challenging behaviour right to the end. Challenging assumptions has been used with small and large groups across the world for many years, either to bring people's attention to a typical behaviour that might need to be challenged, or as a demonstration of how difficult it can be to change patterns of behaviour, even when the requirement for that change is understood and accepted. It can be a valuable tool, therefore, to be used in any problem-solving or change process, helping people to realise how we can limit our thinking and reject new possibilities if they don't fit with our existing patterns. Of course, this is just a brief overview of how you might use challenging assumptions. For further information, please visit our website at rsvpdesign.co.uk, email us at sales@rsvpdesign.co.uk, or call us in the UK on 0141 561 0387. Thank you for watching.